We've all heard about John's devotion to his students, and our next speaker is one of his former students. Matt Shannon is a 2011 graduate of the Maine Business School. He currently works for 2 foreign law firms as head of U.S. business development. Matt, do we have you on Zoom? I think if you talk, we'll be able to.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Perfect. So I had the absolute pleasure of getting to know John. He was a fantastic professor, friend, and mentor. And to say that he had an influence on my life would actually be an understatement. I remember meeting John the very first time. It was BUA 101 in 2007. I remember this because it was Tuesdays at 8 o'clock in the morning. And as a freshman, the first experience I had at the University of Maine was John Mann. I will never forget. He came in at 7:55. We were all there a bit early, but nobody wanted to be there. It was incredibly early for us 18-year-olds. And John, with his boisterous voice, says, "Welcome to the University of Maine." And we were all like, "Oh my gosh, what are we going to do? How are we going to do this for a whole semester?" And I don't know what it was, but John, he and I, we got along from the very beginning. I really got to know John, though, at the business school through a number of courses that I took, but also I went to Russia twice with the University of Maine Business School. It was an unforgettable experience, actually, and John was John was definitely the reason for that. And after the University of Maine, I started working in Boston, and I thought it was quite boring. And I asked John, I said, "What do you think if I went to Russia to work?" And he said, "You should do it. You have nothing to lose." So I did. I bought a one-way ticket to Russia. I lived there for 5 years. I met my wife. I started my career for real in Russia. It was an amazing experience, actually. And I had the pleasure of meeting John and future groups of the Human Business School in Russia. I thought this would be easy. But every time I met John in Russia, he was so happy to see me, to hear about what I was doing. And he was always there for me. He was always there for his students. I loved my time at the University of Maine, and it certainly would not be the same if John had not been a part of my life. John, you will be missed.
Thank you, Matt. We appreciate that.